Hey guys, Jason Schnitzer here with O.C Realtor Talk, and what I've got for you today is again one of my favorite subjects, leveraging with what's called a 1031 exchange in real estate. Okay, so if you don't know what a 1031 exchange is in real estate, basically what it is a tax deferment of capital gains when you sell a property, as long as you take all the proceeds from that sale and move it into something that's of like in character from what you're selling. And again, what I mean by that is you sell a rental property, you buy a rental property, and as long as it's of equal or greater value. Okay, so a lot of stuff there. I did a little bit of chicken scratch here to help break this down to explain to you when and why you might want to take advantage of a 1031 exchange in real estate. So let's say, for example, we bought a condo or a townhouse that for $300,000. Now later on we go to sell it, it's now worth $500,000. Because it's an investment property, we would owe, if we sold this property now, capital gains to the state and the Fed based on the difference of the price that we sold it for versus the price that we paid for it. Now, there's a little bit of intricacies there where a taxman gets involved as to what exactly that gain number is, but again, we'll talk about that on a different video. So again, if you were to just sell your property now at $500,000, using round numbers, you'd have a $200,000 gain because there's no exemption for capital gains tax when you sell an investment property. And if you wanted to just take that money and run, you would probably owe about 30% in capital gains to Uncle Sam. Now, 30% of $200,000, that's $60,000. So obviously, it's a pretty healthy tax. But how the 1031 comes in handy here is you can leverage that $200,000 and not pay gains until you sell your next property. So stay with me here. So we sell the property at $500,000, but we declare that we're doing a 1031 exchange. In that instance, the money after you sell the property doesn't go directly to you. You hire an intermediary, kind of like a purgatory, if you will, for your money to go to in a third-party bank account that stays there. If you touch that money, then that becomes potential taxable for capital gains circumstance. Now, there are little caveats to a 1031 exchange. From the time you close escrow, you have 45 days to name the property, and up to 3 properties that, or identify a property that you're going to purchase. And then you have 180 days from close of escrow to successfully close on that next purchase, or you're subject to capital gains tax. So it's definitely important that you coordinate with your realtor on this one. It's not something that I would advise you taking on yourself, just because there's a lot of moving parts. There's some sensitive timelines, and as you can see, there's some hefty potential tax ramifications if not done properly. However, going back to our example, we 1031 exchange. That $200,000 goes to an intermediary. You buy equal or greater value, which, for example, we're maximizing what we bought here because as an investment property, you're required to put 20% down. So the max we could buy is a property for $1 million. So I did that example where we took the $200,000 gain, we maximized, let's say we went from a condo or a townhouse and we bought a triplex or a fourplex for $1 million. Now we've leveraged our initial investment from buying a $300,000 property that's now worth $500,000, which we can then leverage again to buy an even more expensive property, and we don't have to pay capital gains tax in the process, not until we were to sell that property. But again, you know our philosophy here is real estate's long-term, it's generational. Ideally, that $1 million property one day is $1.5 million, $2 million, and your kids and their kids and their kids are able to take advantage of the passive income that brings in for you. Again, one of the many benefits of owning real estate is you have options, and the 1031 exchange is something that we're seeing more and more now, especially with appreciation being what it has been for the last number of years. So this is probably one of the most asked questions, especially this last year, of how a 1031 exchange works. If this piques your interest, or you think that it might be a potential for your real estate portfolio, feel free to reach out to us, book a free consultation online, give us a call. Would love to talk to you guys with regards to what your options are, because you've got them if you own real estate. So again, as always, if you found any benefit from this video, or you think maybe somebody, this is their situation, they could really take advantage of it, would love for you to share it with them. We're always trying to arm our friends, family, clients with the best information possible, so that when they make a decision on buying or selling their most expensive asset, they're well informed. So again, thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one. Hey guys, thanks again for watching this week's episode of O.C Realtor Talk. If you gained any value from this video, we'd really appreciate it if you liked, subscribed, and followed us on all our social media platforms.
Yeah, what Jason and I believe is really, really important for you, whether you're buying a house or selling a house, is understanding the process and knowing exactly what you're getting into. So if you ever have any questions, just follow the links below.